Hello and happy holidays, everybody. My name is Steven and I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a full-time Vegas blogger, but what some of you may not know is that I'm actually a Canadian by birth. Now, I know I've lost a lot of my accent some time ago, and for the most part, I thought I would talk to you today about the differences between a traditional Canadian and American-style Christmas Day. Now, before we get started, make sure you do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe this channel. Make sure you comment about your special Christmas traditions, because I want to hear what you like to do with your family during this special time of the year. Now, although Americans and Canadians are fundamentally very much alike, we do have some widely different traditions when it comes to the major holidays. So let's cover those right now. Now, first of all, of course, Canadians celebrate Christmas. It's been around forever. The holiday dates back all the way to the 1600s, to the very founders of Canada, who of course I'm referring to as the British and French, who came over to settle the country in the 1600s. So first let's talk about the traditional family meal. Of course, Americans like to gather with their families and feast on meals of turkey, ham, and other regional delicacies, depending on where you are in the United States. Canadians mostly go in for turkey during the holiday season, with some different areas like my Ukrainian family or my Polish family eating their traditional cuisine, as well as turkey, cranberries, and mashed potatoes. Both Americans and Canadians love to give gifts. Whereas in the United States, the big shopping day happens to be Black Friday, Canadians have traditionally used Boxing Day as the big go-to day to go out and spend during the holiday season. Boxing Day, of course, happens after Christmas, and although its origins are unclear, it's said to be a day where the Old English times the rich would box up their leftovers and give it to the poor help. After the big holiday shopping sales, Canadians like to put on their hockey skates and go punch themselves senselessly in the streets, hence the name Boxing Day. Both Americans and Canadians love to decorate trees, put up festive lights, and enjoy Christmas specials on television. Whereas in the United States, the most popular Christmas specials are A Christmas Story and A Home Alone, among others. In Canada, we all rush home on Christmas Eve to watch the 1983 Canadian movie classic, Strange Brew, starring Dave Thomas and Rick Moranis as Bob and Doug McKenzie. Christmas caroling is also popular in Canada as well as the United States. Americans love to sing songs like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, amongst others, whereas Canadians prefer to wander the streets and belt out songs by Rush and Bryan Adams long into the night and into Christmas morning. Now, of course, we know in the United States that Christmas is largely a religious gathering celebrating the birth of Jesus. Americans attend religious gatherings like at church the night before or on Christmas Day and have a general fondness and love of family and gratitude that's felt on Christmas itself. Canadian tradition also dictates it to be a religious gathering, but as opposed to the United States, Canadians gather to worship Manny the Moose, who in Canadian tradition gave birth to the miracle loon who now appears on the Canadian $1 coin. As for New Year's Eve festivities, it's traditional for Americans to gather around and sing Auld Lang Syne while popping champagne at midnight on December 31st. Canadians also love to celebrate New Year's, but due to the cold winter nights and complete lack of sunshine during the winter time, we like to celebrate on July 1st, the only day in Canada that has complete sunshine suitable for actually leaving your house. This is also known as All Canada's Eve. Of course, there are various Canadian traditions like the raising of the hockey sticks or the annual airing of apologies, where Canadian wanders the streets randomly apologizing to people for something they may or may not have done wrong. Now, I'll have to admit, it took me a little while to get used to all of these American Christmas traditions, and although I've lost most of my Canadian accent, I'll never forget my roots. So as you celebrate the Christmas holiday season, wherever you are, just remember that I'm very sorry for whatever I might have done to you. But if you'll excuse me right now, I have to go find my hockey stick and raise it as an offering of luck and prosperity for the next new year coming up. So I want to thank you now for watching this video, commenting and sharing with your Christmas traditions that you do with your family, and tell you that if you want to support the channel, you can click on the Amazon link in the first comment on this video, take you to Amazon. They'll throw me a few bucks if you order anything. You can check out my Teespring to get a Not Leaving Las Vegas shirt, and you can also email me using the links in the description below. Now, once again, I'm Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. What are you doing for your Christmas time, and what are your traditions? I look forward to hearing your comments, and thanks again for watching. I'm not leaving Las Vegas, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.